That is a good question, and I don't exactly know. I've heard different suggestions for how many visits to tell people to expect, but I just don't know. I see such interesting things. When I first moved back here 2 years ago, I just happened to run into a lady who remembered me and that I had treated for migraines a quarter of a century ago. And she used to have migraines every day, I think, or something. I don't remember, a lot. And I treated her. I don't know how many times I treated her. I mean, I don't remember that far back, but a quarter of a century ago. And anyway, she's still doing fine, still improved from it. I don't know how many times I saw her, but I hadn't seen her in at least 20 years. And one of the first patients I had at this clinic just totally surprised me. She was scheduled for emergency colonectomy the next day to have her colon removed. She had been bleeding rectally for this was the end of November since August, I think. It was a side effect of a drug. And they kept doing colonoscopies and giving her more cortisone. And the last time she came in, she was so inflamed they couldn't get the colonoscope in her rectum. And she came in and she scheduled the next day for a CAT scan to see how much colon to remove and the surgery to remove her colon. And she asked me if I thought acupuncture would help. And I told her, I don't think it will, especially in 24 hours, but I'll do it. I did the treatment and I decided to see her that next morning, like 5 a.m, way before the office opened, just because I felt like, let's actually give it a good shot. So she came in. When she came in, she's like, I think I'm better. I'm like, well, keep your doctor's appointment. She said she would. I treated her. She drove to St. Louis. When they did the CAT scan, they either couldn't find anything wrong or enough wrong, and they canceled the surgery. A couple of days later, she's sitting in my office, doing well. I don't know how that's even possible. How, ulcerated tissue that's bleeding and hemorrhaging today can be perfectly fine the next day. But I have seen that happen. And, I think I texted her in January. So it'd been over a year, because that was back in 2020. And she's still doing fine. I don't know.